New beginnings and a new start. This is season number 2 of the Leeds United career mode, and yes, after winning the League Cup last season and winning the Championship title, we are back with Leeds United, back in the Premier League. And I've got to say, I am so excited for season number 2. We're going to be playing in Europe through winning the EFL Cup. We're going to be in the Conference League. We're going to be in the Premier League. The main objective is to stay up and possibly challenge for a top half finish within the table. As we get into today's episode though, I do wish for you to make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe, and comment down below who you would like to see come into Leeds United this season, whether it be in the summer transfer window or the January transfer window. Let me know in the comments section down below. So, going into the pre-season then, if you like, of season number 2. Obviously, last season we did have major success. Almost lost my job though, let's not forget that. So, let's not try and lose my job this time around. But new season, new start. Obviously, looking at the squad, we've got players coming back from their loans, like Jack Harrison. We've got Christensen, who you would actually see is out the door as the first player to go. Again, wasn't in my plans last season. I didn't recall him from his loan spell. And he's not going to be in my plans this season as well. So, yeah, he is out the door. And I believe about £12 million we got for him. So, not bad at all. And I did say towards the end of last season that we're going to have a clear out. And that's exactly what we're going to have. Now, am I going to sell the whole squad? Absolutely not. Because I want to keep some foundation here. I want to keep some of the players that helped me get to the Premier League. I want to keep them here in season 2, and I want them to have that Premier League journey. But players we didn't really use last season, players we didn't really fit into my plans, fit into my style of play, I want to move on, cash in and get the money for them. So Pirro was sold, the third choice striker, and then Gruev, the Hungarian, was sold as well. And then, as you would see, the outgoings kept on going. And you would see for the starting budget in this season number 2, we had about just over £60 million. Obviously, with player sales, we're going to add to that. So, with all the players gone, we're going to have about £100 million. And are we going to spend all of that? Absolutely not. I want to keep some money for the January transfer window. Maybe we can hop on a player that only has like 6 months left on his deal, get a couple of free transfers in, add to the squad depth, maybe, but who knows. As you would see though, Jack Harrison, again, out on loan from Everton last season, he is now transferred over to Southampton within the career mode. So Jack Harrison out the door. And then as you would see, Woba, you would see, he would handed a transfer request. He wanted to leave last season. I managed to keep hold of him, but we took the £14 million, and Woba is off the books here at Leeds United. And then this one could be a bit controversial, you would say. Patrick Bamford off to Leicester for just over £3 million. And I've got to say, I didn't want to do it, but I kind of had no choice. He's going into his later 30s now, and he's going to be decreasing his overall. He's not going to develop much more, and if anything, he's just going to be one of those strikers that never really gets used, and he's just going to take up all the wages. So yeah, Patrick Bamford is out the door, and it was time then to find a starting striker or a backup striker, someone that's going to give a bit more competition to Patrick Bamford. And we found exactly our man. Not your first choice type of striker you would go for in a career mode, but AC Milan meeting up with the manager here, or the chief executive, or whoever does the transfers at AC Milan, meeting up here for Noah Okafor. Yeah, 25 years of age, 80 overall, and again at 25 he's got plenty of room to grow in his overall, and plenty of room to develop within his potential as well. And you would see we got him on a crucial squad role, 4-year contract length, and again, crucial because of his overall. He's not going to be rotation or important, it just won't happen. So crucial squad role, wages weren't too dear either. So Noah Okafor, first signing of season number 2, and I've got to say, very excited about this signing. Again, a great successor to Patrick Bamford, and again, is it realistic? Probably not, but again, it's season 2. I tried to keep it realistic in season 1, and again, the signings we make now, I'm going to try and keep them realistic. Again, Noah Okafor probably wouldn't go to Leeds United in real life, but if he was on a free, or if his contract was running up, I bet Leeds United would probably try and sign him if they had the funds for it. So with Woba, obviously our Austrian defender, going out the door for £14 million, we needed somebody for backup, and we turned to Southampton. Obviously Jack Harrison went to Southampton from Leeds United just a moment ago. Bella Kotchap went to Southampton from the Bundesliga, I believe, a couple of seasons ago in real life. Obviously hasn't really had the impact he would like at Southampton. Southampton getting relegated within this career mode last season in the Premier League. And Bella Kotchap deserves to be a regular Premier League starter. So Bella Kotchap joins us from Southampton, and again, another player. He will be backup Bella Kotchap because I can't see him getting ahead of Joe Rodon or Ethan Ampadu. And again, Bella Kotchap, when a cup competition comes around, when Europe comes around, obviously we're going to be in the Conference League this season, so when Europe comes around, he's going to be a great player to fit in. And then it was time to bring a couple of players back from outgoings within the last couple of seasons in real life, and this one has been requested in the comment section quite a bit over the last couple of episodes towards the back end of season number 1. Meeting up with Ange Postecoglou, obviously the Tottenham manager. Archie Gray, he left Leeds United in real life in the summer to go to Tottenham and hasn't really had the impact he would have liked. Archie Gray joining us from Tottenham once again, and again, it wasn't too expensive, just over £10 million. And Archie Gray, he's back where he belongs, back in a Leeds shirt, and again, he's going to be one of those players, if he doesn't start, then he's going to be one of those players that comes in as rotation in a European game or a cup competition. Obviously, last season, EFL Cup, we won it. Not one of my priorities this season, but if we could win an FA Cup, it would be muchly, I'm sure, appreciated by the board. Obviously, we're not going to be winning the Premier League this season, and I certainly hope we don't, because it's very unrealistic. But winning the Premier League, that's not a target yet. Winning the Conference League, it's not a target yet. But if we could get far in the Conference League, obviously the quality of team in the Conference League isn't too high. So again, if we can go far in it, that's absolutely fine. And the board have already said they want us in the final of the Conference League at the end of the season. We'll have to wait and see. But with Archie Gray coming in, it was time to look to another player that left us in the summer in real life last year. Crescencio Somerville, left to join the Hammers, West Ham United. And again, one of those players that have moved on but haven't had the impact that he would have liked at West Ham United. And obviously West Ham not really doing that well in real life at the minute. So Crescencio Somerville, again, just over £20 million was the valuation. Joins back from West Ham to Leeds United, and he'll go easily on that right hand side over Dan James. And again, the team that we had in the Championship last season, obviously Dan James, Nonto, Bamford, Dakar, De Silva, a lot of those players will keep their positions and keep in the starting 11. A lot of them will drop to the bench though, because the quality that they are, they're just not good enough of a quality to stay in the Premier League. So if I'm signing players like Okafor, Somerville, Archie Gray, then it's because we need better quality within the Premier League. But with that being said, 4 signings in, Okafor, Gray, Bella Kotchap and Somerville. 4 signings in, it was time for the start of our Premier League campaign. And what better way to start it than a familiar face? Yep, we played them twice last season, home and away, and we kick off the Premier League with them this season. Stoke City at home at Elland Road. If there was ever a game you want to win on the first day of the season, it's always a home game. Give the home fans some hope, give them some faith, and put in a good performance. Well, all I've got to say is, in this one, we did start very well with De Silva picking up the ball, giving it to Gnonto to Okafor, and Okafor 5 minutes in goes ahead and has a shot, but saved by the Stoke City keeper. And in the first half, I've got to say, not really too much going on in terms of opportunities for both teams. Obviously, it's the first game of the season, so both teams are going to be a bit rusty within their league form. But with pre-season out of the way now, it's time to look to the Premier League. And just before the half-time mark, Noah Okafor, on his debut for Leeds United, goes ahead and makes it 1-0. And in the second half, it was all about keeping the lead. Stoke City never really looked like challenging us. They never looked like scoring either. We did have an opportunity though, as Schmidt goes ahead and gives it to De Silva. De Silva to Okafor, and Okafor amongst the chances, but manages to put it wide and keep the 1-0 lead, as it's a clean sheet for Melier, the Golden Glove winner last season. Can he go back-to-back? We'll have to wait and see. But clean sheet for Melier, clean sheet for the defence, and a 1-0, and the first 3 points in what was quite a easy game, but quite a slow, boring game for the neutrals. So only the 1 goal scored on match day 1. Lots of room for improvement. We've still got quite a bit of money left in the budget for the next episode, so we could make another sign-in, who knows. But guys, that will end today's episode of Career Mode. I hope you'll enjoy. 4 signings in as we start season number 2 of Leeds. But guys, please make sure you like and subscribe. Road to 300 subs is on. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys for the next one very soon. Thank you, and bye for now.